behind. Okay, I was talking about sign up. So this is the page when you come in, and on the top menu bar there is login, sign up, blog, how it works and things like that. So you just need to go click on sign up. So when you click on sign up, you get first name, last name, email ID, phone number, password, and there is two sections here. One is the radio buttons. One is for coachee and one is for coach. Now obviously, like, we'll be having only coaches registering as of now, so you need to click on coach. But if you see the difference here between these two, all the information is same, but once you click on coach, there is upload coaching certificate, right? So if you have done any certification, right, even if you're not done the certification, it's fine. But if you have got any certificate, you need to attach that scanned copy, right? So you just need to click on that, choose a file from your computer or your phone, and attach that, and click on I'm not a robot, and you can sign up, right? So this is a very simple registration. You can also register through Facebook, Google Plus, or Google or LinkedIn. Means, like, if you have a Facebook account or a Google account or LinkedIn account, you can directly click on that one. It'll ask for your see, it says, like, in Coach Valley will receive a name, profile picture, and email address. So we're going to collect only these three details. We're not going to collect any other details other than that one, right? So this is one other way where you can sign up. You can even sign up through LinkedIn, right? When you click on LinkedIn, and if you have a LinkedIn, you just need to, like, put your password, ID and password, and then you're directly your profile picture and your profile picture, your title, and email ID is going to be taken. Okay, one sec. Right. So next thing is you can also sign in through Google, that is Gmail ID. If you have Gmail ID, it again takes, if there's a picture in that one, it's going to take. So are everybody clear on how to sign up? If you're clear, just ping yes on the chat, so that I understand. Or if you have any question, probably, like, I can take the questions also, because this is the most important thing. Because after this, probably, like, after this webinar, or probably by Saturday or Sunday, the last webinar will be there. After that, you can start registering yourself. But I want to clearly let you know that, this is a very simple registration. Name, phone number, email ID is the must. And for a coach, he should be uploading his certificate. If he doesn't have a certificate, it is still okay. 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 Dilvinder, you can talk.
Yeah, UV, we just got to sign up as a coach over here, right? And this is not for the coaches or participants.
This is for both. That's what I said. Like, there's a radio button here. You can either as a coach or as a coachee. So for you, yes, definitely it's for coach, right?
And what it entitles us to after signing up?
What it entitles? I didn't understand.
After signing up, what do we have an access to?
Okay, I'll come later.
Okay, fine.
I'm just initiating it. So did you understand this? That's what
absolutely.
I'm asking.
Yeah,
okay?
Crystal clear. Yeah.
Fine. So if you are a coach, you just need to click on the choose files and upload your certificate. That's it. Upload your certificate or any document which proves that you are a coach. That's it.
Right.
Nothing else.
Right.
Anybody else has any question? And as I also said that you can also log in through Facebook, Google, or LinkedIn. If you click on respective buttons, then you can you just need to put the ID and password, and automatically this system is going to take care of registering automatically. If anybody has question, then you can raise your hand. Okay, fine. So what I'll do is, like, I've already registered myself as a coach. So what I do, I'll just go directly to login. Now what happens is, once that is done, let me show you the admin screen. I just want you people to know what happens in the background also. See, this is the admin dashboard for me or anybody who's actually taking care of the site. So here, once any user logs in, so if it's a coach, then that coach details is going to come here. So you can see this details here. Now I think Ashish Pal, he has he's just registered, I guess, today only, just now. So, and he must have also verified his email, right? So what happens is, like, I can view his profile. So Ashish and things like that. And if there's any document he has uploaded, he's not uploaded any document. So what we do is, from the support side, they're going to, using this number, they're going to call Ashish and talk to Ashish and, like, understand, like, what is he, what kind of coach he is, and also try to, and ask him to complete the registration by submitting the document, coaching document. And then what we do is, like, there is admin approval here. We approve him based on the credibility he carries, right? Ashish, are you there? Ashish, I'm going to unmute you.
Yeah, can you hear
Ashish,
me?
did you receive an email and you verify that email?
I logged in through LinkedIn actually, so it directly approved. I think.
Yeah, it was
took
approved.
my,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're logging from LinkedIn or from Google, because, like, it is it's a
Auto
pre-approved
approved.
thing.
Yeah.
So it automatically approves. So here we see that, the email is already verified. But if you're going to use any other email ID, then you'll be getting an email, right? Telling that, please verify this link. Like the way whenever you register to any site or any application, you get a link for verification. You click on that link and it comes. So what I do here is, like, if think that, it was a live, this one now, Ashish did that. So think that, I get this, I view this, I call up Ashish and say, like, Ashish, can you please send me your coaching details? And we'll talk more about, like, what he has been doing and how long and how many years he's been into coaching, how many clients and everything. There are a lot of checklists, and we're going to talk about it. Once we feel it, it's satisfactory, then what we do from the admin panel, we just approve it. If you see, like, here, user activated successfully. So until I approve this, Ashish cannot log into the system, right? Only when the admin approves is when he can log into the system, right? So once he logs into the system, he can like, start operating, like he can start creating his profile. Now I'll show you, like, so this is the procedure. Register, admin approves, and only after the admin approves is when you can log in. Think that, I was Ashish, or, like, I tried to register and I got registered now, and I'll be coming directly to the login screen, and I put my login ID and password. Right, I just logged in. So once I log in, it directly comes and lands up on my profile page. So this one, now you're into a secured location, secured site. You're gone inside the application now. It is no more in the website. Now you're in the application. Now what happens in the application is, this is a profile page. It's same like, like the way when you log into Facebook, it will be asking you to create a profile, right? So here what I've done, we have certain sections here. Like we have a background banner for yourself. It's like a cover page for you. We can upload our profile, that is DP. And there are certain places, like I'll show you how to edit it. And there is section about contact. Like this was something which I had uploaded at the time of registering. And there is account verification. Last time I was telling you people, like, what are the different types of account verification which happens, right? So if you can see, I have verified my Facebook, Google, as well as LinkedIn. Now, this is exactly what even the user will be seeing, even the coaches will be seeing. So if they see a lot of green in your profile, is when, like, they feel, okay, this is a very authentic, like, it's been verified by Coach Valley, and we can go ahead and move across. Sometimes what happens, like, people does not verify the Facebook, do not verify the Google or LinkedIn, and usually, like, they feel a little bit odd to contact. Right, so social media presence, it's become like a very strong thing as of today. So you need to go ahead and, so how to do that one? Like now, as of now, I've already verified. If you're directly entering and you are entered through a different email ID, like Ashish entered through his Facebook now or LinkedIn, I guess. So if he's coming here, he can still verify them by clicking on that link. Okay, now I've already done, so it's already verified. You just need to click on this F or G or IN, and it will be again asking the ID and password. Once you give the ID and password, that's it. It will be verified and it will turn green, right? Till now, is there any question? Because these are very important, because you'll start getting a lot of queries. So I want to take, like, this as a little bit of interactive session. So if there's any question, you can raise your hand. Okay, just 1 second. Yes, Suman.
Yeah, hi. We just want to check of the under our banner. I mean, our profile, we get others banner, no, which is flashing. You
I
said
think I
that is
already
part.
spoke about that last time.
You
So-
said it's okay. It will continue to be there, is it?
No, I'll be removing that one.
Okay.
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 Fine.
Yeah, thanks.
But other places it will not be removed. Only this place it will be removed. But probably it may be placed somewhere else because the revenue is also.
Yeah, no, maybe these coaches will pay you extra, wherein it comes in the main page. Their ads will keep scrolling, but in our thing, they should not be scrolling around.
Yeah, I understand. I think I spoke about this last time. Maybe you were not there.
I had a very breaking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Got it. Yeah.
Thanks.
So now, like, so is there any question? Any question? You can just raise your hand. I think in the chat box there is you can raise your hand. Okay. I hope there's no question. I'll mute you back. What I'll do is, like, I'm going to kind of unmute everybody so that if you really have question, you can unmute and talk. There was a lot of disturbance. That's why I put everybody on mute that time. Okay. Now, if you want, you can unmute and you can ask question. You can interrupt me any point of time, because these are very important things. But kindly don't unmute just like that, and, like, keep it in unmute. Right? Okay. Cool. So Suchitra, you had anything? Because I saw you unmuting and going back. Okay, fine. So this is about and certifications you're available on, and how to edit all this stuff is, you can just come on the top. There is a pencil edit button just next to your name, right? So if you click on this, this page goes to the edit mode. Now here, if you can see, this is the same information which is there on your profile. So you can put your name, you can change your name, email ID is something which you cannot change, because that's the ID which you had used. So you can't change that one. You can change your address. So this is okay. These two details, this is related to PayU money, right? So I'm just showing you guys. We will be using PayU. So but for any clients, if they want to do any transaction, they don't need to have PayU. They can do with anything. But since there will be a redeem option, because you people need to get paid from Coach Valley once any coach registers, so you need to be having a PayU account, which I'll be telling you later. So you don't worry too much about that one. As of now, like, we just made this mandatory field, but we'll take it off from the mandatory. Or else, if you don't have, you can just put 111 or something like that, and you can just leave it for now. These two things, don't worry much about these two. And then your phone number can be changed. You can put this is about, so you can have good amount of details about you, typing details, and you can choose file. So you can choose any number of files. Now I had already chosen one, like, I just uploaded this, like, there's nothing much. It's just a PDF, but you can upload certificates here. So this is the place where you actually need to upload certificates. Now, the next section is, when are you available on? So some people do coaching only on weekends. Some people do both weekend as well as weekdays. So there's a lot of combination, and they do in a specific time and things like that. So for that, what we do, like, you can, based on your availability, think that, I was available only on weekend. So I'm going to knock down all this stuff and just only keep Saturday and Sunday. And again, on Saturday and Sunday, I am available probably, like, from 9 from 9 a.m. Sorry. Just hold on one sec. 9 a.m. to maybe like 8 p.m. right? So I mean that's your choice. You can put anything you want. Some people may be available all through weekdays, all through weekends. So you can put whatever you want, and then you just save changes. So once you save changes, you can see these details. So you can see, I mean, these two things comes directly from the admin side, like how much positive ratings you people have, what are the number of tasks or like coaching which you have actually done, your address and things like that. And if you want to change your DP, this is where you change the DP. Like click on the pencil button again. You can actually change your add cover image, or you can change cover image. You can select anything. Like you can go to picture, and now you can select anything, right? I can go select any picture. So maybe I'll
Maybe you will give us what should be the banner size, what should be the ad size and all, is it?
yes, all those things.
Okay.
All the dimensions and everything will be given to you guys.
Okay, thanks.
Right, so let me just go ahead and I'm not sure if this was the picture which was chosen. So you'll get a picture like this is like too big picture, it won't fit in. So you cannot crop this one. So always whenever it's for the profile, try to take the picture which is smaller, right? So let us go to some other picture. Let us see this. Okay, I got this picture. So I'll just position this properly to my profile, right? Okay, and click on done cropping. So please choose some pictures. Okay, yeah, the dimension will be given to you guys. So please choose that dimension or close to that dimension, and you can always you can position it. That's not a problem. So there is a slight vertical and horizontal positioning, and you can also zoom in and zoom out the picture. So you don't need to worry on that. So just click that and click on done cropping. So once you do that one, you can see the picture here. Now to add cover, it's the same thing. I click on the add cover. You can take any images. Like I'll just take some image. Probably I'll just take something. But these are very large files. Let me go to maybe I think I chose something else, but let me choose something here. Try to open. Okay, it takes only JPG, GIF, and PNG. So let me try to take. So even the format is also it's necessary. You need to see which format image you're taking. Let me try to take this. Oh, it's not taking it. Let me try this. Okay, so this was a JPG. So here it's some rough image, Okay, just click on done cropping. So you get the background there. So you can choose some good images. So I'm just going to go back again. I'll use this open. Okay, that's not a. So be very specific on. I'm also going to increase some of the image formats also, like JPEG, JPG, and things like that. I'll be letting you know about that one. Okay. Okay. So you can zoom in or zoom out. You can position this one. Okay, and done cropping. So this is what comes. So this both the background image as well as a profile image will be seen by the coaches or anybody else. It's public. So you need to make sure that you add some nice images where it looks very soothing. And so I told about the DP, I told about the cover image, I told about adding your name, phone number. Don't worry about this payu details. You can just type 111 or random some numbers, but rest of things you need to enter: your address, your phone number, about you, upload your coaching certificates or any other documents which you have. You can choose file and upload it, and you're available on time and save changes. So once this changes are made, you're all set. Now this is only about the profile. Okay, now how can you add your service and what are the different options which is available for you is all in your menu on the top. If you can see on the top there, you can see like, hi Umesh, and there's a arrow. So when you click on this arrow is where like, you can get all the details. Now there is profile, my service, my banner, my task, my reviews, inbox, financial info, my wallet, account settings, and all these details are there exclusive for you. Now how to use this, what are the different things? I think profile we have already seen. This is something which we are already there. We're in that profile page, right? So okay, you are already on the profile page. So next thing is like, my service. Now when you click on my service, this is what like, we are talking about adding your service or adding your courses. Now these are some of the things which is already there. Like I had created around 3 course here. One is make money in 30 days using affiliate marketing, or one more thing the same way, and incredible this 3 services was created by me. I can go ahead and edit the already created ones. I can delete it, or I can create a new one. So if you want to create a new one, there's a button here on the top, add new service, right? So you can just click on add new service. Similarly, same way like the way you created your profile, there'll be similar page which opens up, and you need to start keying in the details. Now what's there in that one is, first is the service name. So we were talking about what is a service and category and subcategory and things like that, right? So think that you are a coach, maybe like for both money making as well as some kind of transformation coach. Now you can choose for every different coaching categories. You need to create different services. Now go to the category, you can choose one among them. Now let me go ahead and quickly create one. Think that I just want to go for health and wellness coach. So think that I'm probably like, I also want to do some coaching service. I add one more coaching service called health and wellness. And in subcategory, probably I'll concentrate someone who's into stress management, right? And service name I'm going to give is, we need to give it like a very catchy service, right? Manage your service, whatever it is, like control your stress, whatever, control, like 30 days system to control your stress, or something like that. I'm just adding up something. Okay, 30 days coaching system, or like a system to control your stress, something like that. And what is the service type? I can add the service type if it's an hourly or fixed. Fixed are those things like where you have a specific course. Like you must have designed something. Maybe like it's a 3 days course or a 5 days course or something like that. But there are some people like where they charge hourly, right? Because sometimes some of the services are hourly. Because it may be an ongoing thing, and it may last for how much ever it is. So it's hourly. So everything is so you need to choose among yourself, like if this service is hourly or is it a fixed. So let me go ahead and click on hourly as of now. And what is the coaching fee? Now coaching fee is going to be for hour. Like per hour, it's, let me charge like 1,000 rupees, right? Now what is the service location? There are 3 service location we have put as of now. One is the coach location itself. Like if it's coach location, the whatever address which you have input into the system, the same address will be taken as the location. or on service location. Like, there may be an address which probably you're going to give in, saying that, you may be having an office, or you may be, sometimes you're going to let them know that, some people have that kind of thing that though their registered address is their home or office or something like that, probably the service is rendered somewhere else, right? Some people will take some business centers and, they try to deliver things there. Some people have their own style of doing it in coffee shop, whatsoever it is. Like, so service location may be different, coach location may be different. So you can select that, or else sometimes some of the coaching is done in the coachee's location also. So you can mention that also. So for now, what I'll do is I'll just take on coach location. That is my place or the address, which is already mentioned. And this is the description of the service. Like, we can take something like, something about stress management. I just want to put in some details. Okay, probably I'll just take something. Okay, so you can put as much details as possible. Okay, and you're available on weekdays, weekends, or daily. So this is something which you can also mention there. So let me take maybe weekdays, weekends. Maybe I'm available on weekends only for this one. So the start date, end date. So there are certain things which we are also working on the start date and end date, because the start date and end date is used for two reasons. One is if there's a specific coaching method, and if it has a specific, it has a quick like a start date and end date, like a batch, then we can mention it. But sometimes if it's an ongoing thing, how can I mention a start date, end date? So that's one other thing. So we are thinking about making it a non-mandatory field also. But as of now, what we are going to do is, if it is going to run for the whole year, like think that this hourly service is going to run for the whole year, then it's going to be like, okay, Ashish, what is it? You can unmute and I think anybody can unmute and talk. Yeah.
So one question I had, when we created the profile, right? For example, I have given my contact detail, like my email ID and phone number. But if I want to change it, like for example, from my domain, I want to put my email ID or maybe some other phone number. Can I change it afterward also?
Phone number you can change, but not your email ID.
Okay, so basic email ID. So this is going to be my contact email ID also for the coachee, or I can change. Like,
okay, there are certain reviews which is happening, but usually the communication will not happen from your personal email ID or the registered email ID.
Okay, so they will not be able to directly.
Yeah, they can, but I think we are even taking it off. Actually, phone number, email ID, everything will be taken off, because anybody who comes in, if they start looking at it, and it will be like a spam. So what we are also planning is to take off the email ID, because the system itself has got messaging system. So if anybody message you, they can directly message you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you are, so for now, when people are creating, just create a start date and end date, thinking that this particular service is going to be lasting for this many months or for the whole year. Just create that start date and end date. And to make it more flexible, we'll create one more option where you can actually specifically tell this batch is for Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, something like that. Okay. And then you need to have a service image. You can click on service image. Here you can actually put any number of images, right? So let me take something like you can put any image. I'm just randomly putting some image. Okay. Okay. So here I can I can create one. If you want, you can have one more image. You can create like any number of images you want. Okay, and then submit. So just a quick recap, like you're going to take categories, subcategory, you're going to put service name, and you're going to load in like what is the details of this coaching. You'll be selecting the start and end, that this particular batch will be running for this many months, and then One suggestion is like they wanted to know if we can clearly create a specific weekdays also, and then finally the price of that. So if you just see now, the service is created here. Like it says 30-day system to control your stress, and it comes under health and wellness, stress management, and it has got a description here. It has got a coaching fee, it's like 1,000 rupees per hour, and there is a booking amount. What is the booking amount and all the stuff? I'll be letting you know later on. There is service start date, end date, and this is available only on weekdays. And what is the location of yours? So if you want, you can edit it again if you're not happy with that one, or else you can go ahead and delete and create a new one. So you can do both of that, right? Is there any question till here other than that a specific date or a weekday? Is there any question till here, till now? Anybody wants, you can unmute and you can ask me. Okay, so I feel like there's no question. Let me just go back. Now what happens is once a service is created, the admin gets a ping of that one, that service. I'm going to the admin screen. See if in this admin screen, like this, you'll not be controlling it, like in the admins will be controlling. So here, manage service, and we see, we go to the manage services which is created. And here we can check the service. Now we just created one service called as 30-day system to control your stress. So this is something which has come over here, right? And it is created to health and wellness, stress management, hourly and weekly. So hourly, and then this usually goes pre-approved. We are not like disapproving or anything like that. Directly it gets approved because there'll be like thousands of hundreds of services which will be uploaded. Currently we have more than 60 plus services here. But what we do is like, this will be in the queue and it will be actually reviewed by the support team. So what they do is they'll go and check what is this service all about. Okay. And if even from the admin side also, we can actually edit the service because, if we feel like there are certain things and somebody cannot access it properly or whatsoever, we also have edit option. If everything looks good, no problem. And since it is pre-approved, and in case we feel that there is something wrong, then what we do is we just go ahead and stop the service. Just one sec. Here, what we do is, in case think that if the service is not proper, like see the service details is already mentioned on the site. So what we do, like status, we just try to service. We can go ahead and deactivate the service if we see it. Sometimes it so happens that the service probably is a proprietary thing. Some conflict has happened. Somebody reported to us that they are giving certain service which is not good, or like the language is whatever it may be. Or you may be giving a service which has not been approved by your certification body, something like that. So when we get any report, we go ahead and we'll just take it out. We'll just inactive. Probably again, if this dispute is solved, then we can make it active also. Fine. So let's go ahead and see if the service is coming on the home page. Let me go to incognito. See, actually, let me tell you one other thing. If you are logged in as a user using your ID and password, you cannot see the user site. So if you want to, simultaneously you cannot see it. You need to log out and then only you can see. The best way to do that one is, if you're on a browser, always open a incognito window. Okay, there is something called as incognito window. Here you can open the user site when you're actually logged in. Now I'm just okay. So let me go ahead, and I think we created something in health and wellness, right? So let me directly click on health and wellness and see if that service is actually added. Okay. If you see, like these are old services which is created. Today, if you see, like we created this one, 30-day system to control your stress, right? So it has got this image, it has got hire me, it has got a start date, end date, and all the details, whatever you mentioned, it's here. Somebody wants to see more details about this, you can see this. Now you'll be getting all the images, whatever images you upload for this particular service, all these images will be there. It will be having a scrolling. It'll like, people can see more and more images here. So that is all the details which you have, like your service name, category, subcategory, the details of your the hourly rate, when you are available, and things like that. And a person, anybody who wants to hire, they can click on the hire button. Since I'm logged out, and if a user, a normal guest cannot directly hire it, whenever you click on hire, it'll ask for a login, and you can go ahead and log in and hire. Like now it comes to the login page. So if he's a logged in user, he can, like a coachee, he can put his email ID and password, log in, and he can go and hire. Any questions still here? You can unmute and begin talk.
Hi, Uwe. This is Anu here.
Yeah,
I have a question. See, if at all a service falls under two categories, say stress management and meditation, can I put that service in two places?
You can have two services created, or as I said last time, is that you can have your category name defined in such a way that if anybody is looking for stress with anger management, you can put those keywords, and it automatically will come to that service. Okay, because what happens is the categories we have broadly classified into only 8 categories. We may maximum go to 12 categories, not more than that. But in subcategories, we can have any number of subcategories. So what you can do is health and wellness, because stress, anger management, everything comes under health and wellness, right? So the niche, the main niche or the main category, you can still take it as health and wellness. And if you feel there is no category which is related to anger management, okay, health and wellness, and it is related to anger against stress or something like that, that time you can always inform us. We are going to create a subcategory for you, and you can always connect that one.
No, my question is, say you have already the subcategory as stress management as well as meditation. My course is stress management through meditation.
That
so
you
that
can,
goes,
yeah,
that,
I got it.
Yeah,
I think I got it. So you cannot club two subcategories together. There is no way we can do that one because everything is unique. What you can do is, like stress management or through meditation, that can be your service name by itself. Okay. So when people search, they can actually search through that one. Like if they put stress also, your service will come. Even if they put anger or meditation also, your service will come. So you don't need to worry on that.
Thank you.
Yuvi,
yeah.
One more thing, that instead of people searching, like, for example, if I have given my card or told people, hey, come on, if you want to sign up, just get on to Coach Valley and sign up, because, I don't want to take directly, probably, payment jhanjat and all will not be there, so that they can look into my name. So is there a name search? Because when I say that I'm part of Coach Valley, somebody would have heard Coach Valley, but she's Suman with Coach Valley, but where to find her? So need not search everybody, but can search the name of that person. Coach name.
I think you missed many sessions, Suman.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you missed many sessions. Actually, there is a coach name here.
Where
if you
is
go to the filter, when anybody search anyone, if you go to the search filter.
No, I logged in. Today I did a lot of looking into the website.
Search. Yeah. Just hold on. See, you can see my screen here.
Huh.
If you see, there is a search by keywords, search by provider name. Here, actually, we are changing this provider into coach. Okay, search by coach name. See, if you see here, anybody can come and type in your name. and click on search, only your
No. So, no, I find search by select category, select subcategory, select location. That's all. This is the screen I
when you
can
click on the search, if you go to the main filter, to the next page, if you go to the next page, click on search.
Search.
Okay.
Oh,
just click
only
on,
search. Okay. Only if somebody search, click
Yeah.
search. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This I
Okay.
missed. Yeah.
And at the
okay.
same time, like, what we are also doing is like, we are having one more text box called as a keyword search. Okay. And in the keyword, currently we are only checking on the categories and description. What we'll do, we'll also put the name of the coach also into the keywords, so that even from the home page itself, if somebody wants to search, if they want to directly come and search you, they can just put your name and they can search you. But as of now, this
first page is better, I think, na, because yahan pe to they have to put search and then come to the second page and then they have to search the name.
Yeah. See, in this whole thing, all this filter can be given in the home page, but I'm just trying to avoid to give everything in the home page, because it becomes like a search site. We just want to keep it quite open. So what we'll do is like, we'll be having one text field, one input field where keyword is there. So if anybody wants to search anybody through any keywords or any name, they can do it there. That's what we are looking. But we'll see a couple of other design. But as of now, this is what we are feeling. It's good. But improvements we can always. I mean, again, this section we can always put it in the home page. But I don't want to make it like a search home page. Coming just directly and just search. But yeah, that option is there where you can search through a coach name also.
Okay.
Yuvi, I have a question.
Yeah.
We're talking about coaches out here. So coaches, when you're talking about coaches, are we just talking about individual coaches, or it could be something like a corporate approaching you for training a number of people?
See, any corporate who registers also will be registering through like a coachee only, because they are seeking for a coach. So usually there will be an ID which a corporate will be creating by themselves, right? So maybe like the HR of the, or like usually what happens whenever any corporate registers, they register in the name of admin at somecompany.com, or like something like that, or info, something like that. They'll be having their own IDs. Usually they will be entering as a coachee itself, because they'll be going ahead and searching it. But when they register or when they hire you, you'll get to know that you have been approached by a corporate or by an individual.
Okay, but it is fine as long as they register as a coachee, whether it's a corporate or an individual, doesn't matter.
Yeah. See, coachee. See, there are some terminologies also which we are changing, and at that point of time, we are looking at a very broad terminology which will be used by everybody. Now, it was mainly started like a coach and coachee and things like that. So we have kept it in that way. But it will be more like a knowledge seeker, knowledge giver. Okay, we are coming with like a broader perspective. And we'll also be giving certain alternative names also below, synonyms kind of thing, where people can actually relate it to it and then start registering themselves.
Okay, that answers my question. Another question I had earlier was, you had given the option of 3 sites, that is Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google. Is there other websites also through which people can register? That was my question.
As of now, only these 3 social media kind of thing which we are registering through. But but you can always register through your any email ID. I mean, if you're telling like if you want to use Instagram to register and things like that, that's fine. As of now, only these 3 are there. But you can use any email ID. Probably like you're using a Yahoo email ID, or you may be using something else, Live or anything. You can always use your email ID and do it.
Because I just saw those 3 options there, so I was a little bit.
No, these are commonly used
standard
registration, standard 3 where everybody uses. So we kept Facebook, LinkedIn, and because most of our customers and both coach as well as coaches are there in these 2, right? In Facebook and LinkedIn. And Google is the most used email ID. So that's the reason we have kept only these three. But if you want any other email ID, you can always use it, and you don't need to click on that option at all. You can directly put that email ID and register.
So when let's say it's Instagram, for example, I'm just giving an example. So you showed the option of Facebook, the three alternatives and a tick mark coming that you have been verified through these. So if it was an Instagram, would you get an Instagram with that verified tick, or?
As of now, we have not put that Instagram thing there.
Okay.
We will because Instagram is quite famous now, so we'll put Instagram also. So we'll do that.
Okay.
But as of now, these three are there. But we'll plan to put Instagram also. Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, UV.
Yeah.
Dania here.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask if is there any option for the coach to decide, as in say if you're dealing only for teenagers, or say for only boys or girls or only women. So is there any option how we can filter our clients?
As of now, there is no filtering that which coachee you want to prefer. But all those things is usually mentioned in the service name. But we can put a toggle button saying that only women, or only men, or both, or something like that. That can be given. But as of now, we are not. We don't have any option like that where the crowd can be. That's a good point. I'll take a note of that one. So what I mean, can I know any specific example if you have any specific course which is related to?
No, I don't have a course as yet, but I'm planning to target homemakers, health, and mindful issues and all. So it's that is my forte. That would be because I would be comfortable speaking to women. So that's why I was and I attended the last week's webinar also. So in that also I couldn't find such a thing. So I said, let me ask today if there is anything where the coach can filter the coachee.
As of now, everything is from the service name point of view. And the description alone. But you cannot enable or disable in anything such that when a coach is trying to take your service, if he's a woman or a man, based on that only those people can apply. That option is still not there. Maybe that's a good thing to do. Maybe we can implement that in the
Facebook. Because see, there are a lot of areas where coaches just want to deal only with teenagers, only with or just a single parent, probably a woman or something like that. So it becomes easy for the coach to approach the coachee also.
See, one other problem what we also see, filtering you can always do later. You can get any number of leads, right?
Okay.
And even before you accept them, you can actually clarify things. Sometimes what happens, I'll tell you. I think we had thought about this one in some way. Parents usually register, and they want to have their kids to be trained or something like that. So these things happens. That time is a little bit confusing. So what we have done is let all the leads come to your inbox. Okay. See, until unless a coach approves, I will still not gone to that level. I will be actually taking it in the next level. There's a lot of things where you can once coachee registers. Books your coaching system, then what happens? Because once they hire doesn't mean that you have accepted them at all. It comes to you will check who is this and all. Only if you approve is when they can do the payment. Until unless they do the payment. So there is a message.
Yeah, so I was thinking that way only. If it is another thing that it should not happen, that if we reject certain leads and all, it should not come up to that. The coaches are frequently rejecting the leads and all.
No, that's
so
okay. That's okay, but that's okay. But what we can do is we can, as of now in the description we can mention. But we'll see for now let us keep it this way because we don't want to miss any leads as of now. But later on maybe if there is a toggle button saying that only for teenagers, you can check that one. Teenagers, only women, or anybody, something like that. But as of now, let us keep it only leads. And when anybody inquires you can message them asking that is this course for you or is it for your kid or something like that. And based on the reply, you can approve it and they can make the payment.
Okay.
Yeah, usually
Okay,
this might
okay.
help because at times there's a age group also that we have to
Correct.
specify the age group, right? And it
Yeah.
will be certainly help that maybe between 2 to 50 or sorry 20 to 50 like this.
Yes.
This will certainly help. Yeah.
Yeah, we can make more options there, but yeah, I think, like, maybe the age wise, or it can be like, the gender wise, or like,
Yeah.
adolescents, kids, and things like that. We can have many combinations. We will improvise that one in the phase 2, but for sure I think this is very good, because it actually filters within the initial stage itself, so there's no confusion, or people, like, may not get rejected
Yeah,
after
say
they apply.
women who are a bit, for example, I would say that women who are more, conservative, and they have come there searching for a woman coach itself, right? Not even conservative. There are certain things which a woman can address a woman itself. So if they have that filter at that point, if the coach also knows and the coachee also knows, then it's a, right from the beginning, there's no rejection kind of thing coming up.
Okay, sure. So I've made that point, and like, toggling, probably, like, in the phase 2 we will definitely release that one. But it's a good thing that, in the initial stage itself, it's filtered and then it's coming to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
Thanks, Danya. So any other question? So what I'll do is, like, I'll stop it here for today.